Hello students, we have already studied the land use in urban areas. Now we are going to study today the land use in the rural areas. Now basically in the rural area, the land is used majorly in agriculture, non-agriculture. It is used for grazing, it is used for animal husbandry purpose. So such type of use is done in the rural areas. Let us study first what is land use. Why is it necessary to study land use and what type of land uses are done in the rural areas? That we'll study in detail. Why is the study of land use important? Understanding land use has various benefits. It is going to affect directly the land buyer who is going to purchase that land. First, what is the starting of it? That it helps to prevent a costly and time consuming misunderstanding when it comes to what we build where. So definitely we have the misunderstanding, or we have to spend much time to understand what type of use shall we make on this particular land. The example given here is it prevents someone from buying a property designated as residential with the plans of building a farm. Knowing the purpose of land allows the buyer to find the land that will work the best for what he or she is planning. So if you don't have any idea, so with the use of land use study, we can prevent ourselves in buying the wrong property. If our purpose is to construct a factory, then we should not use the fertile soil or the agricultural land. If our purpose is to if our purpose is to cultivate the crop, we should not take the barren land. So this type of things we understand by the use of land use. So by the understanding of land use, we can understand that which land is perfect for which type of land use, or how we can make the use of that particular land, what are the speciality of that land. On a larger scale, understanding land use helps us to understand the pattern that are associated with land and urbanization. Understanding how land was used in the past can be a significant indicator of how the property will be used in future. So by the study of past, how in the past the land was used, also gives us the help how it should be used in the future also. It's safe to assume that humans will always rely on crops, livestock as their food sources, which highlight the importance of land designated for agriculture use in community. So one thing is for sure, that human is going to consume the food, the crops and the livestock available also. What is livestock? Livestock means egg, dairy products, meat. So all these things comes under livestock. So these type of products also are consumed by human beings. So it is for sure that agricultural land use will be there in the future also. Land use classification in rural areas. Now, how it is classified in rural areas, let us study in detail. Now, the land use in rural areas is totally different from the urban areas. In rural areas, land use revolves around agriculture. So, the main focus of land use in the rural area is only agriculture. In urban area, it revolves around residential and other economic activity. And in the urban area, the case is different. It revolves around the settlement or the residential and on the economic or commercial activities. The classification of land use in rural areas is done according to the Land Record Department. So the Land Record Department classifies how the land should be used. There are many different categories. Categories are like forest, area under permanent pastures and grazing land, non-agricultural uses, barren and wasteland, area under miscellaneous trees, crops and groves, cultivable wasteland, current fallow land, fallow other than current fallow, net sown area land. So these are the different types of land uses which we do in the rural area. Area under miscellaneous trees, crops, groves not included in net zone areas. So these are the type of area which is not included in net zone area. So what comes under this? These are the land which are totally covered by the trees of fruits or some other type of trees. Much of this land is privately owned. So this type of lands are privately owned by some person. They are not under government properties. Land under miscellaneous tree crops are groups included all cultivable land which is not included under net zone area but it put to some agricultural use. So these type of lands are put to some agricultural use. You can the plants like the fruits you can see the bushes, the grasses, the bamboo plants. So these are which are not included under orchard are classed under these categories. Culturable wasteland. Now what are the culturable wasteland? Any land which is left fallow for more than 5 years is included in this category. So any type of land which is kept vacant or which is not which is kept under without cultivation, that for five more than 5 years, that comes under the cultivable wasteland. It can be brought under cultivation after improving the through reclamation practices. So why it is kept for non cultivation for so many years? So that it should gain its fertility back, and then the other crop is being cultivated after though such a long gap. The Wasteland Surveys and Reclamation Committee defines culturable waste as the land available for cultivation but not used for cultivation for one reason or other. So these type of land they can be brought under cultivation but they are purposely not used under cultivation only for one reason, so as to increase the fertility and increase the yield of the next crop. This land was used in the past but has been abandoned for some reason. It is not being used at present due to such constraint as lack of water, salinity of soil, soil erosion, waterlogging, unfavorable physiography, or human neglect. So these after gaining the fertility is also one reason, and other reason like you don't have water to cultivate the crops, or the salt amount is getting higher in this area. There is lot of soil erosion that is taking place, or water logging is being seen, unfavorable physiographic activities are seen, or the human beings are neglecting, they are not having focus on that land. So even these are the reasons under which comes under culturable waste. Now the next is current fallow. Now this type of land is also kept vacant or it is also kept left under without cultivation, but the only difference between the before land and now the current fallow land is that this type of land is kept vacant for 1 or less than 1 year. Fallowing is a cultural practice adopted for giving the land for rest. So this type of activity, keeping the land without cultivation for 1 year or less than 1 year, means it is giving the land a rest. Why this land is given a rest? So that it can recover, it can recoup up with the fertility which it has lost in the natural process. This category includes all that land which was used for cultivation but it is temporary out of cultivation. So all the land which is under agriculture but temporarily it is left without cultivation, that process is called as current fallow land. Fallow land is of two types, current fallow and fallow other than current fallow. Fallow of 1 year is called as current fallow, while that of 2 to 5 years is called as fallow other than current fallow, which we have already studied. Fallow land is left uncultivable for 1 to 5 years to help soil recover its fertility in natural way, depending upon the natural soil and the nature of fanning. Fallow and other than current fallow. This is also a cultivable land which is left uncultivable for more than a year but less than 5 years. So this type of land comes in the category of more than a year but less than 5 years, which is kept temporary and without cultivation or uncultivated so as to gain the fertility. If the land is left uncultivated for more than 5 years, it comes under culturable wasteland. So we have to study the three types. First is current fallow. In the current fallow, what is the eligibility? The land is kept temporarily uncultivable for less than 1 year or max to max 1 year. The second category is fallow other than current fallow. In this, the land is kept temporarily uncultivable for more than 1 year and less than 5 years. And when the land is kept uncultivable for more than 5 years, then we call it as culturable wasteland. While that of 2 to 5 years is called as fallow other than current fallow. So keep in mind all these three type of fallow lands. There is the need to reduce the extent and frequency of fallow land in order to increase the agricultural production. So this is not suitable to keep the land vacant for 5 years. So there is the need to reduce this time slot so as to increase the production yield. This can be done by proper dose of fertilizer, improving irrigation facilities, crop rotation and combination and other services, several other similar farm techniques. So instead of keeping the land for fallow for the temporary purpose, other things like providing pesticides, fertilizers can be done, or improving the irrigation facilities to that land. Even that will make some change in the crop yield. Or the crop rotation means this year if you have the production of wheat, next year you can do the production of bajra. Changing the crop every time will also give the change to the soil. Combination of different techniques can also be the alternative for fallow other than current fallow or fallow land or culturable wasteland. Net area sown. The physical extent of land on which crops are sown and harvested is known as net sown area. So on the land where the crops are sown and harvested is called as net sown area. Cropped area in the year under consideration is called as net sown area. So in one area, how much area is cropped or how much area is under cultivation, it comes under net sown area. This area has a special significance in an agricultural country like India because agricultural production largely depends upon this type of land. So this type of land is having a special and a vital role in the country which is totally dependent on agriculture like India, because large of its occupation and large of its production is dependent on the agriculture and the type of or this type of land. There is an urgent need to increase the net area sown for meeting the food and other requirement of rapidly increasing population in India. Although there is not much scope for increasing area under this category due to natural limitations such as topography, soil and climate. So as the population of India is increasing rapidly, it is very much necessary to increase the net sown area to consume this much population. But it is very difficult, or the limitations facing in the net area zone is the topography, the change in the soil fertility, the change in the climate are the limitations which do not meet the net area zone category. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.